Now we're live. I can get rid of that. And head back on over to Twitch. Okay. Okay. Let's go ahead and reinstall this, shall we? Welcome on in. Welcome on in. We're getting this thing fired up. I had a couple of technical difficulties, but we're getting it figured out. We are reinstalling the game. And yes, do not forget, if I get to 10 subs, doesn't matter how, gifted subs, regular subs, Amazon Prime subs, if I get to 10 subs by the end of the month, I will torture myself with a can of this stuff right here. This is Ghost Reaper chili. It's the hottest chili in the world. It has a Carolina Reaper and a ghost pepper inside the can. And this is not for the weak of heart. So I will do that on live stream if you can get me to 10 subs before March 31st, for the end of March 31st. In fact, I'll do it as soon as I get to 10 subs. I am at 4 right now. I need 6 more subs to get us there. And we're off to the races. Let me show you guys here where we are at with this. No, not that. There we go. That's where we're at with it. It is installing. We will be playing this game momentarily. I have the instruction manual right here. This is back in the days when physical games came with physical instruction manuals, and this instruction manual is well over 150 pages if you include the credits. Yeah, this is quite a hefty game when you need 149 pages to tell you how to play it. And this game came out well over 25 years ago. And this is not the type of game that you can pick up on Steam or on GOG. It's not the type of game that you can play digitally. It never came out on any of those platforms. The only way you can play this game is if you have a physical copy of the game. That's it. And finding a physical copy is not the easiest thing in the world. So Yes, I would like to launch Birth of the Federation. I found this copy on eBay a few years back, and I paid well over $60 for it, including shipping. I got quite a deal on it. It came in the box. This is the box right here. The box has seen better days, but it came in the box. And not only did I get that, but I also got Star Trek Judgment Rights Collector's Edition. Maybe we'll play that at some point. But today, we are playing Star Trek Birth of the Federation. And here we are. All right. New single player game. We're going to go with beginning. Everybody's going to be all right. We'll do mini minor races, normal difficulty. For time purposes, we'll keep strategic timers at 2 minutes, and tactical timers at 30 seconds. Random events will be on. Tactical combat will be manual. And victory conditions will be you can either choose domination or vendetta. We'll go domination. Domination means you just need to conquer the majority of the galaxy in order to win. Oh, I am sorry to hear that. We'll talk later about that. That's I hear you though. I'm pushing 50 and I have a very physical job, and I'm to the point where my body is beginning to tell me hell no when it comes to physical labor. So all right, so we want to go with a small, medium, or large galaxy. We'll go medium. Or you know what? Small. We'll do small. And then we can choose what type of the shape of galaxy that we want. We can do a spiral, irregular, elliptical, or a ring. And hey, so there are days, a month ago, I had severe back pain from the middle of my back going all the way down into my, into my thighs, and it hurt to even get up. Like I couldn't even get up on my own. We'll go spiral, and we'll do some minor. Well, yeah, we'll do many minor races. Okay, and accept. Now, this is the part where we choose who we're going to play as. We have one of 5 major empires to choose from here. And I typically like to go with the United Federation of Planets. So we'll just go ahead and go with them for the time being. And so now we are loading the game. And it looks like we're all the way over in the corner. We're tucked all the way over in the bottom right-hand corner of the map. So this is the Sol system here, otherwise known as the solar system. And we have 2 ships. We have a science vessel, okay, which has a long range. So you see this red outline here that goes all the way out into unexplored space. This is the range of my lightweight science vessels, okay? And so I can go that far from where the ship is currently positioned. So we're going to go ahead and just travel to the next sector over, and the colony ship is going to follow. And then we're going to double click on the Sol system, and it brings up a queue where you have different structures in a list. Now, for anyone who had any who's never played this game before and has any preconceived notions about what this game is really like, we'll go with some mass replicators. Okay. This is a turn-based tactical strategy game. So, okay, time has expired. So now it's the next turn. Okay, that's how. You got to right click to get back into this menu. And so now I have discovered an uninhabited system. Okay, it has 3 planets, and what I can do is I can take my colony ship and give it orders to terraform these planets. And so now I am terraforming the planet. And once I have all these planets terraformed, or at least one planet terraformed, I usually like to wait until they're all terraformed before I begin colonizing. But especially because I only have one colony ship. But if I'm competing with another empire to colonize that planet, then yes, I will definitely colonize as soon as I have the smallest planet uh, terraformed. So now we are going to take the science vessel, and we'll go here. And we can move a couple of resources out of here and move them into research. Oh, nope, continue. Okay. And we'll go ahead and take our next turn. All right, we'll go here. Hang on. Let's move it to industry. Now, the more people you have working in these different facilities, the more output for that particular type of field you're going to get. So you have food industry, energy, intelligence, and research. And so obviously I'm not doing anything for intelligence right now. And intelligence really is just kind of like the CIA, where you're gathering intelligence on your neighbors and this, that, and the other. Um, kind of like a whole spy network, and the inner work, clandestine, missions, so to speak. But yeah, so the more you have as far as resources committed to those different fields, the more output you're going to get. Now, when it comes to food, you have to have enough output to actually feed your people. And right now, I'm sitting at +9 on food. So that is something to bear in mind. Okay, so the Angosians are technologically advanced and essentially pacifists. However, their history is marked by several significant wars, which were apparently fought by genetically and chemically enhanced soldiers. These soldiers are kept apart from the unenhanced population, apparently for the safety of all concerned. So, a lot of all the species, all the different alien races that you encounter in this game come from the original series and the next generation. And the Angosians were a species that the Enterprise, under the command of Captain Jean-Luc Picard, encountered in the next generation. So we have encountered the Angosians. We've met our first alien race, which means we now have the opportunity to form a friendship with them through diplomatic channels. We can negotiate with them for they are receptive. So we'll go ahead and we'll give them a gift of 665 credits, and we'll send them a message. And it would appear that they're going to be receptive to that. So we'll go ahead um, and do that. And let's see how we're doing on mass replicators. Doing pretty good. Let's go ahead and do that. See how that works for us. And okay. Oh, they've offered a friendship proposal to us. So what we can do is go back into the diplomatic channels and accept their friendship proposal, which means we get to keep our credits. And then once the friendship agreement goes through, we can then start forming trade routes with them and actually trade with them, and then more income that way. Go ahead and go here with that. We are still we're still terraforming this planet, so it'll be a while before that's colonized. Let's go ahead and take another turn. The Angosians have ignored our friendship proposal because we have accepted theirs. And so now we can go here, go to economic overlay. We have one unassigned trade package, and we can use it to form a trade route with Angosia. And now we are trade partners with them. All right. So this is another uninhabited system. We are now going to go all the way up this star system here and explore that. That'll take a few turns to get there. Let's see where we're sitting on production. We still have 3 Type 1 mass replicators to build. Okay, so right here is an unknown ship in this sector right here. So I am going to switch gears and move to protect my colony ship right here. Okay. I don't know who that is, but maybe they'll make themselves known. Okay. The Cardassians. All right. So we're going to try to hail them. All right. So the Cardassians were once a peaceful, spiritual people, but their culture was shattered when they exhausted the last of their natural resources. In the years that followed, the Cardassian government was seized by the military, and great advances in clean energy and space technology were made in a very short time. The Cardassian Union is to this day ruled by a militaristic imperial principle. And that has led to some very interesting Star Trek. Wow. Okay. Um, So this is Cardassian space right here. All this space outlined in this dark purple. All right, we're going to go ahead and give an order to colonize, just to establish a border between the Cardassian Union and the Federation. And then what I can do is build another colony ship, and I'm also going to build a troop transport and another science vessel. We now have, through breakthrough in subspace physics, we can now build Type 2 plasma reactors and wind turbines. The Cardassians offered a non aggression proposal to the Federation. Okay, so now Tantalus, you see how it's marked in this shade right here, is now disputed territory, which means that we've created something of a neutral zone. And because the Cardassians have now made contact with the Angosians, it now behooves us to, we'll go ahead and accept that, propose we're going to send a gift to them, and that will improve their attitude toward us. All right. We'll go ahead and buy that colony ship. And we will send it here to finish terraforming the rest of that system. What's up, Retro Gaming Bear? How's it going? Just playing a little Star Trek. All right. So the Cardassians have moved off. And we're now building a troop transport. We currently have a non-aggression treaty with the Cardassians. I do not see that lasting because we're just too close to each other. And then we'll go ahead and use this colony ship to terraform these other 2 planets in this system, and that will increase the maximum population of that system. Good. Cleaning out my kitchen cabinets, waiting for my corned beef and... Oh! Looks like somebody's going to be eating well today. All right. So, let's go up here. We'll buy that. And we have a potential uninhabited system or a planet colonized by another alien race. We'll just have to see. So the Cardassians offered a friendship proposal to us, which I was not expecting. It is obvious we are not enemies. With this treaty, we could engage in trade and be friends. Our door is always open to your people. It would be in our best interest to accept it because, as the United Federation of Planets, we do not accept a peace treaty. That creates a little bit of civil unrest within our society. So that is not something you want. However, I do not trust the Cardassians. Oops. We are going to go ahead. Ooh, no. We're going to go ahead and... Can we buy that? Yes, we can. And then we're going to go to build list and build another farm. Because clearly we need it. And... all right, we now have a friendship treaty with Cardassian, which means we can trade with them. So, let's go back to our economic overlay. We have 1 unassigned trade package, and we'll go ahead and we'll trade with Cardassia Prime. There we go. And then go back to military. We're going to send this. Well, yeah, we're going to actually build the outpost right there in the solar system. So it takes a few rounds to build an outpost, but once that outpost is built, it's basically a starbase. That will increase our borders a little bit. Let's see how the Angosians regard us. They're still receptive. Okay. Let's build up a little bit more money here. All right, so we're building an outpost. It's 27% complete. This planet is 55% terraformed. And we're holding position in the Narenda sector with our science vessel. All right. We can now upgrade our automated farms to Type 2. So we'll go ahead and do that. And then we'll upgrade our plasma reactors. And we will create a subspace scanner. And it looks like in this sector here, we have another unknown ship. If you guys can see that up there, that little circle in the top hand corner of that highlighted sector with a question mark inside of it indicates that there's an unknown ship there. We can scan it, but we don't know who they are. So and just want to take a quick second to let you guys know that I am on YouTube. I'll put my YouTube there. All right, you want to click on that, you'll get my entire library of content, which includes every episode of Gen Z Kid Plays Gen X Games, all of my Total Trek Plays videos, all of my Total Trek reviews, and every video that I have ever put out is on that channel. So feel free to check me out, give me a like, give me a subscribe, and I hope to see you there. Now back to this game. So we're gonna hold. I can't go any further than the Narenda system right now because I don't have any outposts built out here. So that's as far as I can get. So I'm gonna hold position right there while I terraform Kaldos and I build my outpost. All right. This planet is almost terraformed. In 1 or 2 more turns, it'll be done. And I should probably. Okay. We're doing good on that. I could probably just buy that. And the Angosians are cordial. Let's go ahead and offer them an affiliation proposal. There we go. They've offered an affiliation proposal, which will make them basically a military ally. And it brings us one step closer to the Angosians becoming members of the Federation. The first drive system to significantly. Okay, so we've had a breakthrough, a scientific breakthrough. All right, so now we've expanded our reach a little bit, which means I can go ahead and explore a little bit more territory. I want to avoid that starship if at all possible. I don't know who they are. If it's the Klingons, then I'm in trouble. No, we'll save our money. We'll buy that instead. All right. And the Angosians have accepted our affiliation proposal. So next step is membership. I'll give it 2 or 3 rounds. Let me build up a few more credits, and then I'll offer to make them full-fledged members of the Federation. And I'm going to assume that they will accept that offer. No. But we've received a message from the Cardassians. Who wants to bet they are not happy with us? Your people seem unduly interested in our future territories. We'd advise you to find frontiers of your own. This is in response to our affiliation treaty with the Angosians. They're not happy about that. They're also not happy with the fact that we've created a neutral zone over Tantalus. Go ahead and terraform this planet. Ferengi. We'll go ahead and hail. So the Ferengi are a very plutocratic society. Profit is the dominant religion, as well as the common man's only loyalty. Most of their critical technological advances were bought rather than achieved indigenously. The Ferengi, this is entirely appropriate. Ferengi society is also authoritarian and strongly patriarchal. Female Ferengi are not allowed to wear clothing or leave their homeworld. So we've met the Ferengi. I would prefer them to just about anybody else. Okay. All right. All right. And of course, now we're going to go ahead and buy that. And that should solve our food shortage problem. So let us now. No. Let's give them a gift. All right. So now let us. We'll go here. And you know what? Change that. We're going to go right there instead. Yes, it's going to irritate the Cardassians, but that's where we're going to go. Um, we'll go. We'll send our science vessel to Angosia. So, all right. That was quick. Now, we don't have to worry about anybody else trying to colonize Vendikar because it's inside Federation space. So, in order for Cardassia to then come in and try and terraform Vendikar after we've just terraformed a planet, they would have to declare war against us. The Cardassians declaring war against you? All right. I can wait 3 turns for that. And then we'll go ahead and do that. We'll do that. All right. All right. So, diplomatic messages, non-aggression treaty from the Ferengi. We're going to accept that. And we will go ahead and terraform another planet here. Okay. Let's send the Angosians another gift. All right. All right. Got one more planet to terraform. Enthusiastic. Let's see if they're open to a membership treaty. All right. Angosians have rejected a membership proposal. Out. Okay. They like us, but not that much. Let's give them another gift. We got to sweetheart them a little bit more. let's go ahead and okay. 6 more turns before our first destroyer is built. And then after we get that done, let's go ahead and build another colony ship. Of course, the Ferengi issues demands. They want money. Guess what? We're not giving it to them. No. That is a troop transport. So here's what the Ferengi is attempting to do. They're going to try and build a outpost in the Narenda sector in order to claim this territory without having to colonize it. Oh, no, looks like they're just going to do it right here and expand their territory and hopefully claim Narenda that way. Uh, okay, and then Vendikar. Huh. Okay. Now, a destroyer's range is going to be far limited, far less. Um, it's going to be a little bit more limited than the science vessel because it's more of a military ship. So, what we're going to do is we're going to send this Vendikar and we'll buy the replicator upgrade. And we're going to build another troop transport. Let's see if a little bit more money won't sway their opinion. No. A rotational shift has changed Mars to a jungle planet. And that's all it took. The Angosians have been welcomed to the Federation with parade and fireworks. So now the Angosia is part of the Federation, which means they have access to their all of their stuff. All right. We'll go ahead and build the Starfleet shipyard. We'll do assembly yard. We'll do the assembly yards first. Intelligence structures. We'll do 2 of those. We'll do 2 universities and a super soldier academy. Okay. Yikes. Okay, so we'll take that out of there. And so now this is really gonna irritate the Cardassians because now we've expanded their neutral zone. Now there are 2 contested sectors in their space, and they're not gonna like that. All right. Go ahead and buy that. Put a university on the queue, as well as a Type 2 farm. All right. Sure. Okay. And because we're still really good buddies with the Cardassians, we'll go ahead and trade with their other colony there too. So we're going to go ahead and just let these ships build out naturally. And then we're going to build several more. We'll build them one at a time. Just because, hang on, how... Four, five, six, seven. Okay. There we go. And The Klingons signed a non-aggression treaty with the Ferengi. Wow. I wonder how much money the Ferengi paid for that. Rogue elements of Federation intelligence have committed an unauthorized assassination attempt on the Angosians. Relations with the Angosians have worsened. Oh crap. Now, the Angosians can always leave. They can terminate their membership with the Federation. So, it would behoove us to give the Angosians a gift right now. I'm pretty sure this was the Cardassians doing. That no one within the Federation actually did this. The Cardassians are probably screwing with us right now. So, what we can do is we can throw some of our intelligence agents into an espionage mission for the against the Cardassians, determine what's going on, and try and put a stop to it. Oh. Let's go say hello to the Cardassians. They are in the middle of terraforming. We're going to ignore that message from the Ferengi. Actually, you know what? Let the Cardassians have that. We'll go. So the Ferengi have terminated their non-aggression treaty with the Federation. Which I'm not at all. I'm neither surprised nor am I concerned. All right. But here's how we tick off the Cardassians even more. We're going to build an outpost in the Angosia sector. Okay, so let's see what we have here. We have an orbital battery. What else can we build? Wind turbines. That would be a good thing to have. Okay, in a couple more turns, this planet will be inhabitable. Okay. Yes. And then we should have enough energy, I hope, to activate them, which will then create more energy. All right, now we take this colony ship. As soon as the outpost is built, we can take the colony ship all the way to Spica. The Ferengi declared war against the Nausicaans. Oh, I still can't make it to Spica. Hmm. Okay, well, we're going to take the colony ship there for the time being. I'm going to assume that this is where this fleet is where Nausicaa is. Oh, wow. We've discovered the Nausicaans. So now we can do this. I just sent a demand to the Ferengi for the destruction of our science vessel, which I'm sure they'll reject. Let's see here. No. All right, so we got some diplomatic messages here. We do not appreciate the presence of your spies among our people. Remove them, or they will be interrogated roughly. Um, so we're not going to remove them, but we will scale it back. We'll make it seem as though we have removed them. Because we now have your people are not worthy of our wealth. Nausicaans. Let's see here. Yeah, so that I have somewhere for that to go. This should improve our attitude toward with our. All right, we'll accept that. The Cardassians declared war against the Klingons. The Romulans declared war against the Klingons. The Klingons are really happy right now. Because anyone who knows anything about Star Trek knows. Thank you for the bits, Johnny Knox. Anybody who knows anything about Star Trek knows that the Klingons are not happy unless they're fighting somebody. They are a race of warriors. Okay, upgrading the plasma reactors. Let's build 2 troop transports, another destroyer, and another colony ship. You get Solaris under lock and key. And Goja's going to be working on that for some time. Bendikar. Aquaculture Center. How much is that? 300? All right. Kaldos. Okay. Okay. Well, I don't have to worry about it right now. All right. They have wind turbines. Okay, so they do have that. Okay. Cool. So let's go ahead and build some more of this stuff here. Romulans issue a demand to the Federation. If you desire our good opinion, we must ask for a small contribution. All right. see here. Nah. Wow, awful lot of demands these days. No, we're not giving you. Obviously, if I'm not worthy of their wealth, why should they be worthy of mine? Holding position there. Yeah, sure. And then we will take that and shove it right up there. Okay. So let's go ahead and get another Type 2 mass replicator. Or you know what? No. Let's do a data bank. All right. Really? Okay. No. Let's do strafe on him. Um, see. Uh, that was a charge maneuver. Okay. And they won. And it looks like they're declaring war against us. All that because we wouldn't give them money. Huh. Um, why not? That's why not. Help them build it quicker. Okay. Yeah. Get us another destroyer. And that will give us redeploy. Oh, engage. Engage. And redeploy that into that. Okay. Let's see what we got going on here. Let's get another mass replicator going there. And Gojins are disgruntled. No, that's not going to change things. Let's just let it play out for now. Outpost 2. Ferengi declared war against the Romulans. Let's see here. The Romulans signed a non-aggression treaty with the Klingons. What are the Klingons? What are they doing? Cardassians accepted our request. Awesome. You want us to declare war against the Klingons. I'm sorry. That's not going to happen. No. All right. Let's see what that. Oh, wow. They're still hostile. Maybe it takes a couple of turns. Maybe they need to marinate on it for a little bit. To a bunker network, orbital battery, trade center. Okay. Oh, wow. Hmm. Throw it on intelligence. Wow. Okay. All right. Uh, Starfleet Intelligence has a deep cover operative about to commit a Class 1 military operation. Which empire should the operative implicate with Ferengi News Services? Hmm. Uh, let's go with the Romulans. Our agent in Ferengi Internal Security has destroyed 2 intelligence records. The evidence will implicate the Romulans. That should destabilize things between the Ferengi and the Romulans a bit. So, way to go, us. Okay. All right. Hold on 1 second, guys. We're going to go to a quick commercial while I let the dog out. And for those of you who subscribed, you don't have to watch that 60-second commercial. But let me know in the chat what you think of the game so far. All right. Uh-oh. I have the ability to build light cruisers. Look out. We're going to build a bunch of those babies. Super Soldier Academy, Bunker Network, Communications Grid. Let's give them a Trade Center. Oh. No, what they need is food. And the car. What do we need for them? Let's go ahead and build private farms. Bajorans declared war against the Cardassians. Right. Let's go ahead and build an outpost. Build a Federation Council and private farms. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Oh, we haven't built anything. So let's do this, 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 and this. Caldos. Let's go ahead and do another plasma. And okay, Zendikar. All right. Be right back. All right. Grab another beverage here. All right. Well, thank you for watching, Sassy. I appreciate you. I love you very much. I hope you feel better. All right. Let's see here. Nope. All right. Nope. I think they can wait 3 more turns for that. Okay. 5 fast attacks versus my outpost. They don't want none of this. I will accept that a proposal of non-aggression. Yep, we'll buy that. Okay. Oh, I wanted this. All right. So far so good. The Federation signed a non-aggression treaty with the Romulans. Really? So then instead of cordial, you're just receptive to us? No. Well, you know what? They did give up territory, so sure. Okay. Um, hold on a second. Yes, I wish to cancel the purchase. There's only one round remaining. All right. Armed colony ship. All right. Man. Okay, let's see what we need here. We need. Let's get another Type 2 mass replicator going. Nope, we're not going to buy it. Okay. Need to be building something, so we'll build another automated farm. And yep. All right. The Ferengi offered a non-aggression proposal to the Federation. Yep, we accept that. Okay. Uh, let's see here. You know, what they need Type 3 automated farm. They need a math replicator. All right. The Bajorans declared war against the Romulans. Okay. I need a few colony ships. Okay. No, I'm not no. No. Not going to war. Not until I'm good and damn well ready. Ooh, there's an unknown planet there. Wow. That would really piss off the Ferengi. And what pisses off the Ferengi makes me very happy. No. Okay, let's see what they need here. They have some room to grow, so let's go ahead and throw a plasma reactor on there. And we'll just let it marinate for a little bit. Let's see. Can I buy this yet? Yes, certainly I can. Hang on. Yeah. Ferengi signed an affiliation treaty with the Klingons. No. Let's build some colony ships. Then we'll upgrade some stuff. All right. You are the last people I would ever sign a war pact with. Five turns. Yeah, sure. Did I buy this already? Here we go. Light cruiser. You know what? Shipbuilding. There we go. Nausicaa. All right. All right. Let's go ahead and do that. And then we will do that. Okay. All right, now I got my first light cruiser in the Narenda system, which is in our space, but all that Cardassia, Ferengi, or the Klingons would have to do is declare war against us, and they could take that system from us. So I want to make sure it's well defended against incursion, if you know what I mean. Um, Thank you for the bits, Johnny Knox. All right. Colony ship is on its way. More colony ships on the way. Good. Good, good. What about this farm? Let's go ahead and do that. Um, all right. Cardassians want me to go to war with somebody. With the Klingons, of course. No. Go to war on my terms, not yours. Uncooperative. All right. Wait a few more turns, and then we'll send them some more money. It's taking an awfully long time to process a turn. What is going on here? I don't want to speak too soon, especially considering my cursor is still functional. The computer is thinking, and I'm still hearing music. So, come on. This is something that I used to have to do back in the day, back when I played this on a really old PC, on a Pentium, uh, a 586 chip, a Pentium 1, 133 megahertz machine with 24 megs of RAM. You got to a certain point where it would take several minutes, like I'm talking like maybe more than 5 minutes to process a turn. External affairs may have lost an agent among the Ferengi. Well, let's go take a look at that. All is not well with our field agents. An agent in the Ferengi Alliance is demanding more money. We are negotiating, but we are also considering other options. Some scheduled reports will be delayed or canceled while the new system is developed. Management. Okay. So, there we go. All right. Caldos. Great Mass Replicator. Yep, we'll do that. And we'll do that. Okay. Get this terraform order. Okay, cool. Good. I got everything in that I wanted to do. Romulans made a statement. Anything that harms the Ferengi is welcome news to us. By all means, continue your sabotage. So they know. How do the Romulans know this? If the Romulans know it, then I'm sure the Ferengi knows it as well. Okay. Nausicaans. Okay. So that was just a hiccup then. Okay. That's being terraformed. That's being terraformed. Yeah, no, we want that right there. Okay. We should also probably, now that Tantalus belongs to us, we should get a ship over there as well. Non-aggression between the Romulans and the Federation has expired. Let's go ahead and renew that. Peace treaty. Boom. Oops. Starvation in the Caldos system. I don't know why. Okay, they need something to do. So we're going to go ahead and give them something to do. Orbital batteries, subspace scanner, and a trade center. The Romulans agree with us. We believe that the following is the work of alien spies. In Sector H7 in the Spica system, one Type 1 university has been destroyed. Scientific development will be curtailed until the replacement facility can be built. There was no detectable trace evidence at the scene. Well, let's go ahead. Build another Type 1 university. No. We'll go ahead and throw that in intelligence and throw that in energy output. And build a subspace scanner. That will at least give us some sort of deterrent against something like that. And the Ferengi and the Cardassians are going to be very, very upset with me. I do not care. The Ferengi declared war against the Klingons. The Ferengi declared war against the Cardassians. Okay. Well, my neighbors are fighting with each other, which means they're probably going to leave me alone, except to ask me to fight alongside them. And I'm not going to do it. However, now, I really don't think. Hmm. I'd love to see you try. We are going to shift some gears here. Let's let's do their military. All right. Okay. And Strafe works well against. Okay, so Harry works well against. All right. So okay. Okay. No more demands from you. All right. I think it's time we went to war with Ferengi. But before we do, we're going to give them a chance. Mm, there we go. Hmm. Okay. I don't know how many turns it's been, but it is beginning to take quite a while to process a turn. I have a bunker already, right? Bunker network, yeah. Okay. Okay. Hail them. Well, looks like that ship was trying to attack us. Why is there continued starvation and the... No, let's not take it out of intelligence. Let's take it out of here. Hail. Your agents have done well against the Ferengi. Carry on. Oh, okay. Oh, all right. They're building a trade center. We'll go ahead and... No, they can build it. One turn remaining for that. What else do they need? They need a subspace scanner. They need a trade center. They need a super soldier academy. So they can make a bunch of Angosian Captain Americas. Okay. And before we do this stuff, they need another You know what? There we go. Your careless aggression has put the entire galaxy on the brink of war. We strongly suggest you back down. Right. You're talking to the one major power in the galaxy who has not declared war or been at war with anyone. No. Colonize the system. No. Um, Now we'll get the Federation councils. All right. All right. Now that creates some disputed territory. Now we'll issue a demand to the Ferengi. Give us our land. All right. Okay, what do they need? Can go ahead and throw that there. All right. What do they need now? Let's give them another databank. They can build that in 4 turns. We'll go ahead and build or purchase that for them, and then give them an orbital battery, a bunker network, wind turbines. We should probably do the wind turbines first. Let's see. Savannah. Okay. All right. I think that takes care of that. Okay. Redeploy. Throw that one in the fleet. Did they accept our... I'm going to assume that they ignored it. Or they rejected it. Okay. They rejected it. Hmm. Let's see here. One more light cruiser. I'm gonna build this fleet up, and then we will consider whether war is a very equitable outcome for us. Let's make sure that we have all of our systems shored up here. They can build that. I can wait 5 turns for that. Yes. Let's go ahead and give them a bunker network and orbital batteries. And a subspace scanner. Okay. Oh, it's like an upgraded version of TurboTrek. Okay, a more advanced. Yeah, this is actually a very old game. This game came out in 1999. Sky Hoshi. This game, it's called Star Trek: Birth of the Federation, and oh, let's see here, what's going on. The Klingons don't know how to leave us alone. Let's go ahead and hail them. This was a Windows 98 PC game. May have lost an agent among the Klingons. Okay. Two war cruisers. Well, I think we know what the Ferengi are up to. Yeah, we'll do that. All right. No, okay. Ooh. All right. Oh, it would appear that they have taken over Nausicaa. Hmm. The Klingons have taken over Nausicaa. Or no, it's very possible the Klingons have welcomed the Nausicaans into their empire. They are both warrior races. So, okay. Not mad at them. Actually, you know what? No, cancel. Make a different request here. And territories in dispute. Of course, they rejected our demand. War cruiser there. Wow. Looks like we are gearing up for war, folks. Okay. Orbital battery. Yes, please. Okay, then we're going to do orbital battery, shield generator. All right. Um, so we'll do shield generator, orbital battery, bunker network. All right. The Cardassians declared war against the Ferengi. Hmm. You can build more than one orbital battery. Okay. Um, let's do that. And I know it's very difficult for you guys to see it on the screen, but that was a Klingon scout ship. I guess you could say a bird of prey, and it hightailed it out of there. Hmm. No, no. Internal security reports that foreign agents have acquired a scientific report. Okay. As it happens when you leave nothing in internal security. Let's see here. Could use some orbital batteries. Let's see. What territories are you referring to? That? I didn't even know that was in dispute. Sure, why not? Um, Okay. This is an unknown life form here. It could be anything. It could be a crystalline entity. It could be the doomsday device or the doomsday weapon. It could be the Borg. It could be anything. Um, Depending on what that is, could spell a hell of a lot of trouble for the Federation. Um, oh, you know what? We're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to accept a peace treaty with them. So far, that life form is just chilling in disputed space. Let's create a few more matter furnaces. Yeah, we'll do that. We're not at war with anybody. Okay. Wind turbines. We'll do that. Can we build it? Yes, we can. All right. I'm about to the point where that ship is just annoying me, and I'm going to destroy it next time I encounter it. Just to send a message. We would like nothing better than to send the Klingons at war. We pledge not to interfere with your aggressive tactics. Your careless aggression. What aggression? You mean my expansion? Well, you're going to hate this if that's the case. Let's see. Orbital battery. Okay. They need another automated farm. All right. They look pretty good for now. And Goja. 3 more energy furnaces. All right, that's a little more manageable. We'll leave them alone for now. All right. Okay. No, let's all right. Orbital batteries. Yep, they can build that themselves. They're building class 5 matter furnaces. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. We'll do that. And throw that into there. Now Vana needs to build something. And I say they build a bunker network. The Romulans declared war against the Ferengi. Telling you right now, I'm not too far from it. Because I'm needing some breathing room. Desperately. Oh, time has flown. It doesn't feel like I've been playing this for more than an hour and a half. And I've been playing it for 3. Whoa. Build a little bit of tea. Let's see here. No. 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 They're good. They could probably build that in 10 turns. Yep, we'll buy that. They need to build something. What do they need? A university. They need to build something. What do they need? Let's give them another mass replicator. Okay, cool. If there is anybody I'm not declaring war against, it would be the Cardassians. I'll declare war against the Ferengi before I declare war against the Cardassians. I'll join the Cardassians in declaring war against the Ferengi. So I'm telling you right now, the next time Cardassians send me a request for a war pact against the Ferengi, I'm signing it. Okay. Let's give them another mass replicator. Go ahead and buy that. And let's move some of that into there and see what we can build. Maybe another plasma reactor. Okay, cool. Ooh. Okay, we'll build another mass replicator. Buy it, we mean. All right. Cool. Got all that done before time expired. Uh, we are going to build a bunch of intelligence. Maybe not that many. Okay. Let's see what we got here. We might need some orbital batteries, so let's go ahead and get a couple of those. No. I said orbital batteries. All right. Okay. That'll keep them busy for a while. All right. No, actually, let's do these. There we go. Cool. Klingons signed an alliance with the Cardassians. I like the Klingons. Let us do the same. There's that Klingon scout again. You know what? Just turn it. They'll learn. Oh, they're sending a fleet. Ah, they're going to declare war. Can we handle it? I think we can. Pretty confident. A sentient starship. Okay. So this thing is relatively peaceful. And I am I don't feel so threatened by it. It'd be different if it was something else. Okay, let's see what we got here. What do they need? Let's upgrade that. Let's upgrade that stuff. And then we can do um we'll turn that on and we'll turn that on and we'll turn that on. We don't really need those, so we'll turn that off. Cool. Ooh. Yeah, see? Oh. We are quite ready to, well, then retaliate. Stay out of our space. How about that? All right, all right, all right. Um, let's see. All right. With time to spare, where do I want to go? I really, really need. No, I'm not willing to spend that much just to save a turn. Great, that'll keep the Klingons out of our space for now. Hmm. Let's build a bunch of orbital batteries, shall we? All right. Hail. Nah. There we go. This is going to give me more sectors. Check this out. If I can feel the, is it Cardassian space? No, that's a Klingon sector. See if I can steal the Nausicaans away from the Klingons. Let's go right here. Genesis Research Lab. Awesome. No. All right. Yeah. They can build that. Awesome. I just want this thing to leave my sector at this point. You know what? At this point, that sounds like a really good idea. Has turned Tantalus 2 to an oceanic planet. Nah. Your soldiers are going to be far from board soon enough. Oh, okay. We have more sectors. We have more sectors. Okay, so we'll do that. We'll do that. They're still working on that. We'll do that. No, we won't do that. They need a bunker network. Shield generator and orbital batteries. Okay. Alrighty. Ferengi. What are the Ferengi doing in my space? Where is this Ferengi ship? Oh, it's over here. Ouch. Okay. That's right. I forgot I sent a ship over there. I sent the ship over there. Hey, Devin, what's going on? It's going. It's going pretty good. Um, I'm having fun. Let's see here. I'm kind of fun entertaining the Ferengi. Um, got a few demands. Nope. Nope. And no. Um, we'll need orbital battery and we'll need a shield generator. Okay. Okay. We'll go ahead and purchase that. No. No. Vendicar. Upgrade the university. Um. Hmm. No. Okay. This is why Argasia is irritated with me. Because now another one of the territories is in dispute, and I am about. All right. See how they like that. Um, build some data centers. Hang on. Okay. Oh, that's Angosia. Let's see. Let's give them another mass replicator. We'll buy it. We'll buy that. We'll buy that. Nelvana. What are they looking at here? There we go. There we go. And we'll go ahead and buy that. We'll buy that for $1. All right. Cardassians have rejected my request. They want us to go to war for it. Okay. I'd rather go to the war. I'd rather go to war with the Ferengi. No one has been more of a nuisance to me than they have. However, let's get a science vessel in the queue. Yeah. Oh. Let's see here. Data bank. Okay. Go ahead and buy that. We'll go ahead and buy that. We'll go ahead and buy that. And that. Okay. You know what? Let's go ahead and throw that on there. Go ahead and throw that on there. Daystrom Institute. Awesome, I can build that. All right. Okay. No. Okay. Let's go ahead and give them that to work on, and we'll give them, let's see. All right. Oh, yeah, you feel it coming. You so feel it coming. Let's send this out there. All right. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. And let's do about 7 or 8 of those. Yeah, we'll do that. Just so that, I mean, if they can build ships faster than we can. Okay. Well, let's see here. Well, we'll do that. We'll do that. Awesome. Oh, holy crap. We are going to go right down here with our fleet because it's looking like the Klingons are getting ready for a battle. And it's looking like they're going to declare war against us real quick here. How many of you want to bet that it's going to happen? Let us see. Oh, they split it up. Okay. Um, they've got 2 battle cruisers and a destroyer, 1 battle cruiser, 1 battle cruiser. Okay, we're going to stay here for the time being because I know my outpost can handle 1 battle cruiser. Might even be able to handle 2. Okay. Let's go ahead and do that. Hang on. They can. Okay. I have a job for the Angosians. Build me some ships. Shipyard unpowered. Let's change that, shall we? We don't need defenses right now. There we go. Okay. We'll go with that. Sure. Yep. We're going to give him the Vulcan hello. Okay. Um, let's see here. We're good there. Caldos could build one of those. Okay. Okay. Narenda. Let's do. How are we looking here? Let's build a Type 3 mass replicator. Okay. No, no, no. Okay, okay. Costellane can do Type 2 mass replicator. And yep, that's good. All right. Looks like they want round two. Live long and prosper. Your careless aggression has put the entire galaxy on the brink of war. We strongly suggest you back down. We strongly suggest you come get some. There's a battle cruiser there. Yeah, that battle cruiser is probably coming over here. They want to assess what I think what they're doing right now is they're assessing the strength of my outpost, determine how many ships they might need in order to take it down. Because if they take down the outpost at Narenda, then this territory here, just to the northwest of it, is no longer in dispute, and they can claim it. Now, if I go to war with them, then I can just go in and finish terraforming and take the system. All right. So they've got 4 battle cruisers here, probably to make sure that I don't go into Nausicaan space. Let's see how the Nausicaans view me right now. Neutral. Let's see if we can change that. Cardassians issue a command. Yeah, that's not happening. We trade with you. You make a lot of money off of us. That should be good enough. Trade goods. Let's see. Let's go ahead and hit you with a trade center. Upgrade to that. That. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, he thought twice about it. There's still 5 battle cruisers over Nausicaa, and I have a fleet being constructed on Angosia. So, all right. Let's see here. We'll do that. Okay. All right. And in about 10 minutes here, we're going to go ahead and raid out. We'll see what, let's see, who is he on? Is Topher streaming tonight? I'm not seeing anything. He hasn't streamed all week. I think he's on a break. Everybody deserves a break every once in a while, right? First time chat. Overjoyed. Glowing 079G. Not to do streamboo.com. Not doing that. Okay. But I do highly recommend you guys check out my YouTube. I have all of my content on YouTube. I do a web series called Gen-Z Kid Plays Gen X Games, where I play the games I grew up playing with my son. My son will play those games and he rates them and he gives his opinion on them, and it's actually really cool. And so if you guys would check that out and drop a comment in those videos, we're hitting hard with season 2 of that show right now. So I just released this past week our Legend of Zelda Link to the Past episode. So feel free to check that out. We also recently did F-Zero and Super Mario Kart for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. And we also did Punch Out and Super Punch Out. So check those out. Drop a comment and let me know what you think about those. And consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Klingons issue a demand. What are they saying? No, we're not doing that. You can cede those territories to us. Is what you can do. All right, send that light cruiser there. Yeah, we'll do that. So yeah, Dang it. Where are we at here? Yeah, no. Nothing from him yet. Okay. Well, if Topher's not going to be online, we'll find somebody to raid out into. All right. But not before I declare war on somebody. And it's either going to be the Klingons or the Ferengi. It's going to be one of those two. And I'm thinking the Klingon. Let's see here. We'll redeploy those together. So, all right. Give it one more turn. Destroyer 2s. All right. No, I'm going to leave it up to the viewers here. What do you guys think? Should I declare war against the Ferengi Alliance or against the Klingon Empire? Let me know down in the chat. What do you think? Who should I declare war against? First person to respond, I'll declare war against that empire. Any takers? Yes, no? All right, well, we'll leave it up to the roll of the dice then. Where's my D20 at? I have a D20 around here. I had a D20 around here. What did I do with it? Yep, time has expired. You know what? I'm kind of really wanting Klingon territory right now, so let's go ahead and declare war against the Klingons. There we go. They offered a non-aggression proposal to the Federation. They offered non-aggression. Hang on a second here. Let's oh shoot. Why did I just do that? Well, I asked for this, right? Okay. Uh, let's see. Um, let's see. Yeah, they're gonna beat us. Well, that's how that ended. But anyway, let's go ahead and rate out. YouTube, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Thank you for watching. But here is where we say goodbye.